Alright, so to complete the 6 trigonometric ratios, these 3 basic trigonometric ratios has actually inverses. The inverse of sine is cosecant. The inverse of cosine is secant. And then the inverse of tangent is cotangent. If you're going to abbreviate cosecant, that is CSC, then secant means sec, and then cotangent means cot, or these are the abbreviations. So using the same reference angle, when we say cosecant of A, that is actually the inverse of sine of A. So if you are going to take the reciprocal of A over C, that is actually C over A. That's how the inverse works. And then secant of A is the inverse of B over C, so that means C over B. And then on the cotangent, we have A over B for tangent, so that is B over A. So how does it work? This is actually taken as cho, sha, kao. Okay, so I'm taking the inverses of this. So if I am to say cho, sha, kao, I am using C cosecant, and then S, the first letters, and then cotangent. So I'm reading it with the reverse since I'm trying to explain or discuss the inverses of the trigonometric ratios. For a better understanding of the following, cosecant of A is actually the hypotenuse over the opposite side, and then we have the secant of A is actually the hypotenuse over the adjacent side, and then we have the cotangent is actually the adjacent side over the opposite side. So to show that in the inverses, so let us place numbering here. So these are the first 3 basic trigonometric ratios. So we have the SOHCAHTOA, sine, cosine, and then the tangent. And then let's write down. So on the fourth one, the inverse of sine is cosecant. So that is cosecant of A, hypotenuse over the opposite side. So the hypotenuse is C, and then the opposite side is A. So that is C over A. So I'm just actually flipping this ratio right here for sine. That's why it's called the inverse. And it will do so for the following other trigonometric ratios. Say secant of A is the inverse of cosine. So on the secant of A, we're just trying to reverse ka. So that is sha, since the first letter is S for secant. So that is hypotenuse over the adjacent. Hypotenuse is C, adjacent side is B. So that's the inverse of B over C. So if we are going to flip that, that is C over B. And then last but not the least, we have the tangent or the inverse of the tangent. So that is cotangent of A, which is basically the inverse of the tangent. So that is AO, adjacent over the opposite side. So that is actually B over A. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. This is the 6 trigonometric ratios.